Our first three machinery, mainly the wood chipper, wood sawdust, wood brushing, and the wood shearing machine. Okay, let's see the catalog. This tab is our small modern wood chipper. It's 4 wheels and very easily move. And it uses the gas engine and also uses electrical and diesel engine. The capacity about 400 to 1,500 kg/h. It's very suitable for the garden and another the small wood and logs. The max diameter is for 6 cm for this machine.
Yes.
It's very suitable for personal use.
Yes.
And this tab is our big tab wood chipper. And for this tab, we have many models. For the smallest is our 420, and the biggest is our 1,200 tab. And yeah. This also we can use the electric motor and diesel engine.
Yes.
And we are manufacturer and we are factory, so we can custom the machine according to your request. Like the color and the wheels and so on, we can customize.
Yes. And for this machine, and if you need for process the branch or the forest waste, you can use this machine. But attention one point, this machine is like a motor is the 3-phase motor.
Yes.
Is used for you need the bigger capacity, the wood chips is suitable.
Yeah, and it has the import we have the biggest the max the diameter about 30 cm.
Yes.
300 millimeter for wood chipper, and the final pieces for chippers about 20 millimeter to 50 millimeter.
Yes. You can see this is the machine, the final pieces.
Yeah, this is the final pieces.
Yes, this is the machine. The material like the log, the bamboo, the wood board, and the finer, the branch is okay. You can use our machine process them.
Yes. This is another tab. Yeah, this tab, the yellow tab is our wood brushing machine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's this tab we can use the diesel engine and the electrical motor, and it has 2 wheels or 3 or 4 wheels. We can customize them.
Yes. And for this machine, some customer is in the garden, the city garden processes the branch waste. You can use this machine.
Yes, this time we have 2 tabs, and this is a small tab. We use the 22 kilowatt or 32 horsepower, the engine.
Yes.
And the capacity about 1,000 to 5,000 kg/h. And this table we use this table is the big table. We use the 100 horsepower engine or 75 kilowatts,
Yes.
and the capacity about 5,000 kg 1 hour.
Yes.
It's very big, and the max diameter for big tap is about 25 cm, 250 millimeter for big tap, and the small tap about 12 cm, 120 millimeter, and the final piece is about 10 millimeter. It's very suitable for the government for cutting the garden branches.
Yes. And some climate is chooses make the wood chips or wood sawdust the fertilizer and for their farm or yes or make directly. Yes. This is also is belong our the forest machine.
Yeah, this is our the crusher machine, the hard mill machine.
Yes, it's very hard selling.
Yeah, it's our very hot selling tap. And this is the smallest model, it's 420.
Yes.
The capacity about 1 ton to 6 ton 1 hour.
Yes.
And we can customize the machine with wheels and with the diesel engine. The diesel engine is 15 horsepower, and electric motor is 11 kilowatts.
Yes.
And the max diameter for wood about 100 millimeter. And there are the different screen in the machine internal, and we can change the screen, and then we can get the different size of the final pieces.
Yes. And for this machine, is multifunction. You also can process the branch with the log, and some customer can process the corn cob, the straw, even some you feed animals, the green also is okay.
Yeah.
And for this diesel engine, you can see this picture is electric start. It's very easy start.
Yes. And we can customize the tractor.
Yes.
PTO tab.
Yes.
It's very easy with the tractor.
Yes. You know, some our customer is our own farm and they want to use this machine, but you know their area is have no enough electric or use they choose purchase another engine is not suitable for directly use their tractor. So this type is suitable for them.
Yes, yes. It's very suitable for the farmers
Yes.
and the area
Yes.
and not the electrical area.
Yes.
And this step is we customize the exporter,
Yes.
and it's longer
Yes.
and very simple, very convenient for get the final pieces.
And for this is easily correct. You can use one as a longer tube and to collect the chips.
Yes.
And like you can see this machine uses electric type. Also you can use the diesel engine type. have added the automatic output, the convenient and easily.
Yeah, this step is very convenient for get the filler pieces. This step is the 100 tab, and 1000 tab, and use the 55 kilowatt diesel.
Yes, suited for our customer. If you have a tender or a big project, you can use this machine.
Yeah, it's suitable for the bigger factory.
Yes.
And another want processing another the wood logs for this step.
Suited for have a line.
Yeah.
Line process is much wood log, wood branch. You can consider this machine.
Yeah. And this step is very good.
Yes.
And for this is our the shearing machine. Yeah.
Also can small chick, the small chick that and after you can mix the soybeans and other make fertilizer. Also, if you have some customer or only use want to some the fill the pack, you know usually when the goods shipping is a fridge the shipping question and you will fill the soybeans. This machine is okay.
Yeah. And for many customer purchase this kind of machine for farmers, the animals like the horse,
Yes.
the duck, the chicken, and so on.
Yes.
It's very good for the animal feeding.
Yes.
And this time we can customize the another type, and there are the hammers and the screen,
Yes.
the machine tunnel, and we can get the different size of the sheet.
Yes, it's more finer and small.
Yeah, small and big, we can get the different size. Okay. This step is our the sawdust machine,
Yes.
and we can use the electrical motor and the diesel also.
Yes.
In our machine tunnel, we have the big hammers and the different size of the screen.
Yes. And through the wind is blow out the wood sawdust and through this tubber, and you can use some bag or others and get collections of sawdust.
Yeah. This type machine has two imports.
Yes.
One import is for wood logs, and another output in there, and for the chippers and branches, very small chippers
Yes.
in there, and you can get the very small sawdust.
Yes, you are some customer, you want to process the wood block, the wood scrap, like you process furniture, the small board or chips, can use this feeding pod directly feed.
Yeah. And this type of mainly used for also use feeding animals and for not used for this type the wood pellet.
Yes.
Yeah. After this type machine, you can get the very small sawdust. Then this is a wood pellet machine. Put the sawdust, you can get the wood pellet.
Yes, some customer from American or European, they will choose the wood pellet in the winter it burning.
Yes.
And more customer know and choose the palette. Match is the sawdust machine is a simple line and very suitable.
Yes. And this machine is very stronger, and the capacity is very bigger.
Yes.
And from this machine, get the wood pad is very hard, and the burn is very longer.
Yes.
So this.
And the machine also is a line you can see have a equipment and remove the dust equipment and over the wood sawdust machine.
Yes, it's the equipment line. Specialty machine. Yeah, this type we have also many types. And for electrical motor, we use.
Yes.
And this for wood, mainly used for wood logs and getting the half and half.
Yes. And is only easily process the wood branch, but is suitable for many customers, and they want to just easy cutting the branch, and they use this machine is okay for them.
Yes.
And the last time also is the process the function is same with our other wood machine, but
It's drum.
yes.
Drum type.
Yes, and have a conveyor can directly feed the process, the branch or some log is okay.
Yeah. It's very strong for this type, and it's used the electric motor, voltage 75 kilowatt,
Yes.
and very strong, and it can make the very big, the diameter very big wood logs. It's very strong, very good system.
Yes, really have a process the line. This machine is very important. And the process match the branch, the log is okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's we see the machine working video and the catalog and the pictures and the details for machine.
If you have any question about our machine or you have interest you want to know, in our live room, if we are face to face contact, you can ask us. And you can send your question in the live room. We can see your message and reply you.
Okay.
Okay, first we can see our the machine of wood crushing. Please the time. This time. You can see the machine video is we test the machine for process the branch and the straw. You know some customer not only process the branch and also they want to process some straw for feed animal, and this machine is okay. And this machine is matches 11 kilowatt motor and have enough power. You can see the final pieces is the video is small, and this is we use 10 millimeter the screens and the straw. Also, you can use this machine for feed some green, the straw and the branch is okay. you can see it's very small about the chips.
另外一个，你看多了多了，搞不了。视频看见，在高位。
And for this is also is the smallest type with a crusher machine, but is diesel engine. You can see the video is electric start is easy start, and you can process the wood log and directly get the wood chips. Please on it.
Okay, as we see this cell is our the diesel engine type and the diesel engine with nails, and this is our in our factory we use the wood logs for the wooden chippers, and this cell we use 80 millimeter the screen,
Yes,
and the final piece is very small.
yes. For these chips, you can use for fertilizer is okay, or you can use more small make a wood pellet.
And this step is our the trap step.
Yes,
It's our wood soft machine. This is the machine with the tractor, and this type we very custom purchase because they are in their rear, not the electric motor, and for this is very convenient for the.
we have a customer asks in the message which size wood can process about our wood crushing machine.
Which size wood can process, and we have many models for wood chipper. Different types, different models, and we can process the different size of logs.
Yes,
And if you have any interest, you can click the chat our catalog and
yes,
send an inquiry for us, and we will contact with you.
yes.
Okay, let's say this guy. And this is our the big tab, the 1,000 modern the crusher.
Can process the big wood with the branch. You can see the videos branch.
And with this time we use the diesel engine. It's 1,100 kilowatts for diesel engine.
Yes,
And there are also the tractor, and very easy for and wells. And this time is very strong.
yes. If you have own the big project to process much wood, you can choose the machine and patch a longer conveyor, and you will get a simple line process wood.
And with a picture. And this is the final pieces. And this is the wrist.
The millet, but we compare the small wood sawdust compare with millet.
Yes. And this is compared, and our final piece is very small.
Yes, this is we use is a 2.5 millimeter the screen.
Yes, and this is our the well, the machine with wells can very easy to move.
Yes.
And it's also the diesel engine tab. And we use 15 horsepower
Yes.
and electrical start.
Yes.
This is the picture. It's our very good selling time for this.
Yes.
And this is our delivery picture. And we usually shipping it for the wooden case
Yes.
for wood. And the final piece is the picture.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see very small. Yeah, we have different screen for machine.
Yes.
And you can see the different size, the final pieces is different. And this is 20 millimeter, the screen, the final pieces. And this is 16 screen.
Yes.
And this is the 12 screen. 12, yeah. It's 10 millimeter. And it's 8 millimeter. Smallest is 3 millimeter.
Yes.
Screen. And this is the corn cob.
Yes.
The final pieces, corn cob. The tractor cab, deal cab.
Yes. And this is to video, and we can directly open this machine video and make our customer learn our machine.
Yes.
This is how to install the screen. You know, we have many types of screen for make the different size of the chips. You can see it's easy operate.
Yes. Very many customers need it.
Yes. And after you purchase our machine, is not need worry. We will send to you all details and how to install the fitting port and change the screen.
And then we see the cheapest.
Yes. The cheaper machine also is hot selling, like some special area like Russia, and they have many food and only need the cheapest or some country from the Asian, like Malaysia or Philippines. Also, there is a hot selling for this cheaper machine.
Yeah. This is the picture of this dimension. And the size of inlet.
Yes.
This tab is our 600 tab.
Yes. You can correctly choose the feeding box size and choose you need processes of the diameter, or you can directly contact us and we will offer our special or suggestion and recommend the suitable machine.
Yes. Yeah, this picture is our the outlet size.
Yes.
And this is a final pieces for this type of machine. I just said the final pieces size about 20 millimeter to 50 millimeter. Yeah, very result.
Yes. For this machine also have someone use machine, you know, they want to is the electric factory, you know, for fire electric factory. This is okay. And also, if you some customer want to make a paper, yes, the material is wood. They need make the wood branch and for cutting the small tips, then can use these wood tips as a material for make a wood gun. This is a video.
This is our another type of chipper. It's a smaller type for the branch machine.
Yes.
Let you see the machine video. Yeah, this the real material is the corn
Yeah, corn straw.
with the corn.
Because this also is multifunction. You can use this machine process the green or dry corn straw with animal. Yeah, it is okay. And you can use this machine. Is small and easily move and have the gasoline type, diesel type, or electric type.
Yes, this is the final pieces check. The effect is very good.
Yes. The cattle or sheep is like this, and directly feed animals is okay.
This type. This video is our the cutting of branches.
Yes.
And this type we use electric motor. Yeah, the motor is 4 kilowatt.
As you can see, the wood branch or the green branch also is okay.
Very easy to move.
Yes. Have one hand operate the tool and directly move. Okay, this video is process is when also is our customer may choose the function. You can fit about 3 or 2 the branching and the feeding.
Yes. And this time we made many custom especially for their gardens
Yes.
and cutting the small branches and the grass also.
Yes.
For this thing.
The grass or like some other peanut straw or other straw, the stock also is okay.
This is the final pieces, the small wood chipper.
Yes. Okay, please, I will introduce, continue. And this is our customer feedback about the chipper machine. Let's we see the machine video. You can see, like we just said, the peanut straw and the other straw, this is okay for use this machine. And we can custom this machine like the feeding pot. We can explain this feeding pot and can process more straw for one time. Also, this is belongs to the chipper machines. The final basis about 3 to 5 centimeter, and also the thickness about 1 to 2 centimeter. You can use it for burn or make fertilizer user. Usually for some area like Russia, and use this machine. And now we can see some video in next we will introduce that wood chipper machine. About this is introduce about our the small wood chipper machine. You can see the feeding pot size is bigger and the knife, the blades. This machine you will have cutting hand and one cutting hand have two cutting the blades. And inside is the small hammer blades to crush or cutting the wood tips. You can see this is used the gasoline type. The gasoline engine is 7.5 horsepower gasoline engine. Also, you can choose the diesel engine is 8 to 10 horsepower diesel engine is okay. And this is the rubber wheel, and you can see the rubber wheel is not like other the plastic wheel or steel wheel is more easily moved. And the blades and the hammer blade, you can see this hammer blade. Yeah, this is the machine hall picture about the gasoline type. Okay, now we can see the machine working video.
Okay, let's we see the machine cooking video. Yeah, this is the wood chipper, our big type wood chipper.
Yes.
Yeah, this type is our 1200 type. Yeah, we use the 75 kilowatt electric motor. Yeah, it's very strong, and the log diameter about 20 cm.
Yes.
It's very strong.
Yes, you want to process much and longer the wood. You can use this.
Yeah, and this is our the custom feedback. Yeah, for us.
Yes, or Russia custom feedback video.
The rush and the weather is very cold in there, and our machine work very well.
Yes.
We check the film pieces, very good.
Yes.
This is our in our factory is the machine processing. And this is the move balance. Yeah, move balance for check the machine.
Yes, we need to make sure the machine the quality is okay. And then force it to our customer.
Yeah, we have many. It's shipping before shipping.
Yes.
Many times. It's also our customer feedback.
Yes.
In their area is snowing.
Yes.
It's very hard, but the machine works very well.
Yes, in the area the temperature is lower, is cold, and for this machine it save many time, and you have only need one human process this machine and prepare the wood log or wood board, and then feed to this machine. You can get many wood chips.
Yeah, it's This is the 420 tab.
Yes, the smallest type of chipper.
Yeah, in our factory. Yeah, this is the final pieces.
Yes, this is we tested in our factories, so we cutting the fresh wood branch then test. You can see this is yes,
Also our big tab.
yes,
Very strong.
yes,
We are manufacturer and we can customize for customer requirement.
yes.
This the outlet is the customer request for London.
As you can see, the blowout is the distance. It is longer. Yeah, it's no worry about the chemistry question. This machine, the chemistry is huge, but also we can get mold tips and not clean the mold tips. It's okay.
Okay. That we see another. We have to sawdust machine.
Is a weight. We have a question about our machine.
这我不亮了。 Please check. This one.
About our
Yeah.
video have a
开
question.
了没呢？开了。
Okay, please wait.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, have a little question about. Okay, we can continue introduce our machine. And you can see on our desk is our some machine catalog, and after our customer receives will get the catalog. We will introduce our other machines and the machine details. If you have a friend or have someone also want to need our machine, also can visit our website or contact through other
some forestry machinery, but also we have the feeder processing machinery for the cutter and the grass crusher and the feeder pellet
yes.
and so on. And we have and the corn, the shearer, and another shearer machine. Yeah, we have also. Okay, that's the way introduce the sawdust. Continue. Yeah, this is picture. This is our wood sawdust, the smallest tab, the 420.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the machine internal. You can see this is our the machine blade. Is speed head steel. High speed steel.
Yes.
It's very hardly. And this is the hammers. Yeah, you can see very big. And this is the screen. And that set we have different sets. And and each machine has a full tabs, full blade, the moving blade. Yeah. Yeah, please, you can see the machine.
Yes.
This is a big tab, and we have the blue and another color.
Yes, this is the machine inside the screen thickness.
Yes, correct. And it's about 8 millimeter.
Yes.
And this is our stock in machine. Is the plant is the useful the material crush is very common.
Yes. The machine body, the upper half was the vacuum, the board is for make the bigger wood chips is more easily cutting and make wood sawdust.
Yeah.
The video
This
is
is the
about
video. Full brush.
yes. This is we get from our customers. It is after process the wood board. You know, for some customer process the wood branch, remove some then the scribe can make the wood saws make wood pellet or other machine.
Yeah, they check the fed pieces. And this time we use the 3 millimeter screen. And the fed pieces is very smallest. You can see the fed pieces.
Yes.
And the picture and yeah, this is the fed pieces. For the fed pieces, very smallest, and many customers mainly use for the pellet
Yes.
for get the pellet. Yeah, this is the blade. The blade, the real material is high-speed steel.
Yes.
It's very hard
属于
for
在这个型号的
wood.
那个型。
Yes.
This is made for coconut.
For some the customer, you know, they want to process the coconut, but have no they have not look for the super machine. But now you can see the video. Our machine process the coconut is very good. The effort is you can process the coconut for make fertilizer. Yeah, is okay. It's very simple.
Yeah,
You can see.
you can see the fender pieces.
不是，
Like
有的人
the
在这
power,
移动着
Yes.，
最后
very small.
他讲的时候移动
Powder
着，
with the powder.
Yeah,
要把它固定到一个位置，固定到位置。
Yeah, this is the process the corn cob.
yeah,
Yes.
corn cob.
For some area, like especially feed cattle or cow, they will feed some the corn cob powder. Yeah, you can use this machine.
Yeah,
这个能行很好，这样。
yeah, this is the corn cob.
Yes.
The machine very okay. Let's see the another. Yeah, you can see the the real material we use the wood logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wood logs.
Yes. And for this is directly use the another feeding pot to feed the wood branch.
The logs
Yeah.
into the machine and you can get the power.
Yes.
The wood power.
For some customer, they have some of the material like this, the wood block, the small wood block, or is many times the wood block. Can with this machine make wood sawdust? Then the wood sawdust is useful. Yeah, this is a video about we can see we process the wood log.
The diameter, but 40
Yes.
millimeter.
You can see this video is we make is very small wood sawdust.
Yeah.
The capacity is small. Okay, and if you want to the more small the wood sawdust wood powder, and then the capacity is small.
The logs very big,
Yes.
but also easy to grind.
Yes. So for our customer, if you want to process the big diameter, the wood can choose the bigger type.
Yes.
Okay, this is process some the small wood board directly one time.
Yeah. We check the finer pieces. Yeah. Different real material, but the finer pieces are similar.
Yes.
This way.
Yes, this is we test. You know, some customer they want very finer the wood powder. So you can choose this method after the first time process the wood branch, make the wood sawdust. You think that is not very finer? You can process 2 times, and the final the wood the powder is very small.
Okay. Yeah, this is the diesel engine with the wheels. You check, and the has a track and remove very easy.
Yes.
This type we use the diesel engine with the power bigger. And this time we use the 22 horsepower diesel engine.
Yes, and for this machine, like you can see, the machine, the handle part is have a tow. You can use your car like a tractor. You can directly and drive your car and remove the machine. Is for family. And if you want to use this machine, go to your farm, you can use your car or tractor, drive this machine, go to your farm.
Yeah. Okay, let's see our wood shaving machine. Yeah, this is our shaving machine. the small tab,
Yes.
420. This tab we customized.
Yes.
The machine we add the screen and the hammers in the machine internal. So you can see the fender pieces is very small.
Yes.
It's true for this type with the chicken and duck
Yeah.
and small animals.
Yeah, the small chick, they are small. For euros, the wood shavings is bigger, and so we use this the wood custom wood shaving machine because the small wood shaving and is suitable for the small chick.
Yes.
Yes, this is we test the wood shaving machine processes the wood branch.
Yeah, this is our organized type. Word type.
Yes.
You see the shimmy is very big
Yes.
and very beautiful. This type we mainly use for horse,
Yes.
pig, and another bigger animals
Yes.
for this type.
Like horse and jump. Okay, it's okay.
Yes. Yeah, check this tab.
You can see this is the process. The shorter the wood branch because wood shaving. And for this machine, the capacity is for the smallest type for whole use. The capacity is okay. You can see the machine video. The shavings is lighter and more. The thickness is very thin.
Yes. Our machine is very, we use the blade is very hard, so don't worry. Any logs, so any logs we can cut it,
Yes.
and don't worry if the machine cannot cut in the shavings. It's
Actually, the cheek and for make the cheek band. This machine is very suit for you. And also, if you need other feed cheek machine and feed like cow, like sheep, we also can offer. Now this is process is a small wood support.
yes. Very beautiful kind of pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, the final pieces check. It's very small and okay. Yeah, this is machine internal. And this time we add the hammers in the machine internal.
Yes.
So this time for cutting the small children or small animals.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's place another. Yeah, this is our the brush machine.
Yes, the brush machine. This is our customer. The using video. You can see is easily and the capacity is very higher.
Yeah. This is our
Using yes.
customer feedback for us. The color is blue. The word we use is a yellow tab.
Yes. Yes, easily. Our normal is the color is yellow type, and most people is choose the diesel type. You can see the video is processed the wood branch to make the small wood sawdust and wood chips.
Yes. And we test it in factory.
Yes. You can see you just feed the wood branch and easily to feed.
This sample we can cut in the 1K millimeter the logs.
Yes, for this machine you can see the outlet port. We can adjust the different angle. Yes,
Yeah, to check this. This time we have four machine together tester.
yes,
And this the diesel engine and the electrical motor tab. Yeah, check. It's very strong. The winter
yes. This is we mainly process the branch has leaves. So this use this machine.
yeah, this time also the wells, so remove very easily and wiring. Although the machine is very weak, but don't worry, very easily to remove.
Yes. And about the machine user, when the machine chip is already installed, and you can see this machine is through the roller processes the branch, then cutting and is easily operate.
Yeah, this time is a track tab, gear tab. It's very convenient for the another area, no electrical, yeah, for tractor, it's very convenient. Yeah, check. The machine that is very strong.
Yes, this is our machine pictures.
Yeah, our stock. And this is the big tab. It's the full wheels, and the diesel engine is 100 power. And after that we can change it.
Yes, and for this is the capacity is more bigger.
Yeah, but 5 tons to 8 tons 1 hour.
Yes.
And this is a blade in the machine internal.
Yes.
Also, we use the high-speed steel.
Yes, and this is plays the two side. Both can cutting the wood branch.
This is the rig.
This process is the fresh the wood branch.
A very big foot, the big tab.
Yes,
The color we use the yellow, and we can also use another color for your pistol. The blue and the gray is also okay.
yes, this is a machine. Yes,
The blade.
yes,
There I have the small cap, we have full blade, and
yes,
the big cap we have the 6 and the 8 blades. Yeah, the final pieces.
yes,
And it is delivery picture and shipping picture. We also use a wooden case picking. Okay, let's use it our factory.
yes. Okay,
Yeah, this is our factory. Yeah, this is our the chip cutter, glass crusher for animals feeding processing machinery.
yes. You can see our machine, not only the forest machine and other, the chop cutter, the feed animal machine, we also is mainly produce. If you have interest, you can contact us.
Yeah, this is our retriever,
Yes,
yellow retriever.
yes. This is with the electric type.
Yeah, electrical box.
Yes, have the motor panel and for massively.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the retriever. Big retriever. For the soda is our factory.
Yes, our forest machine actually is one big series, and according to the different function, we will have about 4 type wood processing machine. And then if you want to process the wood branch, the log, or others wood block, wood scrap, you can contact us. We will offer the suitable machine.
Yeah, we check our factory. Introduce our factory. Let's see. Our office. Yeah, test the machine before shipping. The stock. The to cover. Cheaper.
Yes, too much type some machine.
Yeah.
And
Our
we
factory very big. Our factory be found in 1988. Yes, have 40 years experience.
Yes.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, let's see introduce our Chicago and another machine. Yeah. This is our 90R series, the grass crusher. It's our the new type.
Yes.
This is our this year our new model.
It's very hard selling in our country now, and more customer from foreign ask this machine. You can see this machine, the capacity is big and easy to operate, has the automatic feeding type.
Yeah, this real material is strong, high strong.
Also can process the grease raw, also is okay.
Yeah, this is our big tab. This tab we have 3 model, 3 tons tab and 4 ton tab and 6 ton tab. This is 6 ton tab. Very stronger.
Type.
Yeah, the color we can customize. And this the green and the yellow,
Yes.
and we have orange color. This is the photo scan. For cutting stock.
Yeah, for this new type series machine, the Mazia series both are the automatic feeding. Type this need to match is 4 kilowatt, the motor is okay. If you want to match is diesel engine, we also can customize.
Yeah, this tab is a diesel tab. It can include diesel engine. Yeah, also diesel engine is our customer feedback to us. Yeah, this is the 16 tab. Yes, it's used the 15 horsepower, the electrical.
Yeah, you can see automatic. The speed is steel and the speed is high speed. The capacity is bigger.
Yeah, this tab is very suitable for the farmers for feeding animals.
Yes. If you have the much the cattle, the sheep, and this machine is most suited for you.
Yeah, it's cutting grass. Very small and very suitable for the animals.
Yes, for this new type machine is different with before the traditional chuck cutter. This machine also named chuck cutter and the kneading machine. It will have 2 process And the first is cutting the glass or straw. After through the triangle blades is kneading the straw and the glass, make it more finer and more smaller.
Yeah. There in the machine internal is there the full blade, and the blade we have two types. And one type is hand spade pieces, and then another is the original type.
Yes.
So and there are three rulers in the machine tool. And one ruler is reading the real material, and another two type is and the hand has this pattern for adjust the distance for final pieces.
Yes. And also, if you want to process the fresh and the finer branch, some cattle also which feed some the fresh with cream the branch. Also can use this machine.
Yes, let's see another tab. Our very hot selling tab. This is 3P videos. Our 90P series, small tab to cover. This is our 90P.
It can more clear the machine how to work.
Yeah. 50 page, not yeah, it should be 53 page.
Yes.
And the power we will use the 2.2 and 3 kilowatts. The
Yes.
most speed is 2,800.
For this machine is very hard selling because this is the smallest type chop cutter and feed many type animal and is very suitable for own use. If you want to feed animal for in your own family use, you can choose this type.
Yeah, this is 3D we can clearly see the machine working. This will test machine.
Yes, this is our customer visit our factory and directly test the machine. Processes the corn straw. The effort is very good.
Yes.
You can see the machine, the capacity and easily processes the corn straw. Is so smooth. Yes, this video both the electric type. We also can match the gasoline engine, the diesel engine. Okay.
Yeah. And the color has a red and green and another color. We can customize it according to your request. Yeah, this is the green tab.
Yeah, for this machine, our customer asks the 4PC blades and 6PC blade and automatic feeding type. And this is the 4PCs the blaze type.
Yeah.
And yes,
The fed pieces we can adjust
yes,
the different size. It's hard. It also has the wheels and the move very easy. And this tab is another tab that has two inlets. Yeah,
Yes.
this inlet for the other vegetables.
yes.
For this.
The square, the feeding pot processes vegetables and some like potato. Other vegetable is okay. Is some customer will have some vegetable need process for feed animal, but like potato is not easy for feed animal, and with the machine can directly is cutting the vegetable.
Yeah, this is our 90F series. Also the type 7 our 7 type. This table is hard, has two inlet. This inlet is for greens like corn,
Yes.
wheat,
Um,
and another inlet for grass, cutting grass, and stock, and so on.
yes.
For feeding animals, very good, very suitable for
Yes.
animals. Yeah, it's another inlet, cutting grass, good grass. And for model, biggest model.
Yes, for this machine have the three outlet port. You can, according to you, want to the final pieces and different material. Choose which outlet port you need.
Yeah, it's also the big table, the grand green
Yes.
chair.
Yes, for feed especially the cow for feed some climate is feed is plant the corn process all corn cob corn the seeds corn straw, yeah, use this is okay, can process all corn. Yes, the the last the last feeding the outlet port is can use one bag collect the green powder and for feed animal.
Yes. Yeah, this color is the orange and white.
Yes,
And we have another color. Yeah, this is the machine with wheels and the diesel engine.
yes, is process the wheat. Some customer also want to feed animal with wheat because the nutrition is higher and this machine also is okay, and the final piece is small and also can according to the screen size and choose the different.
Yeah, this is the grand green. the whole column.
Yes.
Okay.
Normally, I need to remove the cornseeds. For some feed some animals, the corn cob is also is okay. Easy to make the powder. And also for this machine, you can match another the feed pellet machine that will be a simple feed line. After you process the grain or make a grass powder, then mix feed into the feed pellet machine, make a feed pellet and save more long time.
Yes. Yeah, this video is the machine cutting dry grass.
Yes.
精神一点儿。
Yeah, it's very strong. And this is the wheat grass.
Yes.
And the distance of the pieces we can adjust also easier.
Yes, this process is fresh. The corn straw is, have much water, and the total weight is higher, and so it cannot blow out too much distance.
Yes. And this is our the cutting the small branches. Yeah, for diesel engine.
Yes.
Yeah, the final pieces are the branches.
Yeah, the final wood ranch and for feed sheep is all very good.
Yeah, this is we use the small size.
The springs
Spring,
because grass powder.
Yes. Get the grass power. Yeah. This is our modern type. Yeah, let's see another. Our 9ZP 1.5 and 1.8.
Yes, this machine is recently we update and is very hot selling. For this machine is only use a single phase motor and capacity is bigger and suitable for small farm and for all use also the capacity is bigger. You no need to process much time for one day. You can choose this. It's very suitable and I recommend this machine.
Yeah, this type is our the gasoline engine type. Yeah, this video is our feedback, our customer feedback to us from Philippines.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah, this time we already use the 7.5 horsepower gasoline.
Yes.
Yeah, please check the final pieces.
Yes.
The final pieces.
ND
啊，
ND 可以6到 ND
加入了。
稍等，稍会儿，稍等。
Okay.
Okay, let's continue introduce our machine. Yes,
Yeah,
and then my
yes.
colleague July.
This 3D radio.
Yes, my colleague July is very want to selling this machine.
Yeah,
They
but
need-
she cannot selling it.
Yes,
What's the reason?
yes, we need
Wow.
more customer and for this machine and for this year we will mainly recommend this machine and I believe July will get some big customer and for feed this.
这个还在。
Okay. Okay, today the living is Andy.
Yes, thanks.
And, yeah.
Thanks for everybody watch our live room.
Welcome to our living room. Next time,
Yes, tomorrow we will have a live show.
yeah, tomorrow we have also our party.
Yes, is
Uh,
Gina and
The
Mia.
beautiful girl.
Yes, two beautiful girls. Also in the same time and in the afternoon and 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yes.
Welcome everybody. Continue. We follow and visit our live show.
Okay. That's all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.